Welcome to the flowerschool.com video library. I'm Leanne Kessler, Director of the Floral Design Institute, here to share with you a creative look at the standard dozen roses. Yes, it's that time of year, Valentine's Day. It's just around the corner, and we'll be making dozens of roses over and over and over again. I don't have any idea how many hundreds of dozens I've created in my lifetime. And you know, they all start looking the same. What sets yours apart? What makes yours special? Why should they buy roses from you instead of me or someone else? It's always a good question. There's lots of different approaches. Yes, you can do a standard dozen and it's beautiful and out the door it goes. But how do you make it a little bit more special? A friend of mine, Sue, always had a special touch. And when someone would ask her, what makes your roses special? Why should I buy your roses? They're more expensive. She'd always tell them that my roses come with a little bit of love. I thought, well, that's special. Mine come with love too. But hers really came with a bit of love. If you bought a dozen roses, she always added one more, a love rose, the 13th, so that when you purchased your roses, you got a dozen roses and a little bit of love. And it was a little bit different, always a different color, and it made her roses special and unique. What are you going to do to make your roses special and unique this year for Valentine's Day? You can also update your roses, give them a little bit of panache by just switching materials slightly. Enhance your standard rose, baby's breath, leather, fern, salal, that selection with maybe some curly willow, possibly a little bit of pussy willow. Something as simple as bear grass, or change your vase. Little touches can make a world of difference. Another simple approach is just to take your standard dozen roses and line them up in your hand. They're all a little bit varying in size. You know how when you open your bundle, some are longer, some are shorter. Put all the longer ones towards the center and then wrap around with the shorter ones. I'm not hand tying, I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just adjusting so that I've got the shorter roses going around the longer roses in the center. I'm not really worrying too much about perfection. Just lining them up in my hands. So now I have a sheath of roses. Now take your bear grass and just add that around the outer edges. You might take an entire bunch, maybe even a bunch and a half. Quite a bit of bear grass, but it's all the foliage you're using. Just the bear grass, lined up all the way around. Line up the ends. Give them all a fresh cut. I already did that, so I'm okay. I'm not going to do it again. But that's too long, so take those out. Just drop them straight down into a sweetheart vase. This is called the Diva vase, and it's a silhouette style. Then pull them apart slightly. So just fussing, not too much. You don't want to overthink it. It's a very casual approach. Then last, taking just a little bit of the pussy willow, giving it a cut, and adding value by adding height and size right down through the center. Makes them bigger, showier, fuller, with very little effort. And the added bonus to this technique is that it's going to look good all the way around when you're done. It doesn't have a front or a back, and it doesn't need a bow. I love that. Again, choosing a unique vase, like this lovely oval, and then filling it with curly willow. Just wind it around on itself. Obviously it needs to be pliable, can't be dry, and then set it right down in. Now, if you've taken classes with me, you know I'm always preaching, don't put your foliage, don't put your stuff down in the water. Curly willow, perfectly fine. It will not shorten the life of the flowers at all, and it doesn't taint the water. So you can go ahead and do that. Then for the roses, you actually have to remove all the foliage. This is the hard part. It will hurt your feelings. You're thinking, oh no, those poor roses. But you need a very crisp, clean look. You can't have it be messy. This is a very contemporary approach. Then cutting them short So yes, this is where you can buy your shorter roses, the 40 centimeter or less. Cut them short and then just drop it straight down in and work 12 of them across the neck of the vase. And they can vary a little bit up and down, or you can get them exactly perfect and have it be a flat pave. I actually like a little more character, some up, some down. I think it adds dimension, lets you really enjoy looking at the roses. Even let the willow go over the top a little bit. That's fun, adding some depth. Maybe coming up over the top here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and one more. Thinking about where it will fill in the best, and I think right here, adding a little more dimension to this side, then it looks beautiful, both sides. Traditional with a little bit of love, or very contemporary in a pave style, or very natural, almost wild looking. Lots of different approaches to the standard dozen roses. Now it's your turn. Before you get into the thick of it where you can't even see straight, come up with 2 or 3 new approaches to the dozen roses. Because it's your turn to make money, have fun, and truly do something you love.